There's a short story which once again proves that doing a long distance relationship is a terrible idea, and also that your girl from the long distance relationship going on a girls' trip is an even worse idea than that. However, our guy here handles things right upon finding out that, well, on her girls' trip, she wasn't too good. Not too good of a girlfriend, and now she's dealing with the consequences. Title: Am I the a-hole for leaving the party after what my girlfriend did and asking for space? And a shout to Nishad for sending this story. He says, hello there. English is not my first language, so I am so sorry. I'm 24 years old, and I used to think that I had a great relationship with my 26-year-old girlfriend. We were together for 8 years and had a long-distance relationship back in 2020 because of the pandemic. I even had a ring ordered for her. I was ready to propose, and she'd always say to me that we have to wait until marriage. So the only thing we did was kiss and hug, and the most we did was oral. Holy crap, guys. To each their own, and everybody can live their own lives, but there's no way I would wait 8 years not getting any. You know what I mean? 8 years, that's what it took? No, that guy could have moved on. And you're going to say she's not so pure. Well, we went to a party last Saturday, and we were late. I was an hour early, about 5 p.m., when I arrived at her house, and waited until about 6 p.m. She had to put on all that makeup and even wear a revealing dress. We got into an argument about it. She said I was insecure if I wouldn't let her dress the way she wanted. I just said she either changes her dress or I will go to the party on my own without her. Well, good for him for laying down the law. Notice he said he got there at 5 o'clock and still 6 o'clock she wasn't ready. I'm sure a lot of you guys been through that crap. Yeah, why she shouldn't be wearing a revealing dress like that when you're together. That's not how, she's acting like a single girl. I'm glad he laid down the law. Her dad said to her, listen to me and do not look like a hooker. Then she changed her dress. It was more formal then. I don't know how to describe it, but before she changed her dress, it was more like a nightgown than a dress. Well, I'm glad her dad stepped in. Well, we went to the party. It was nice. It was our friend group. The party was a birthday of her BFF. We drank a little bit, and then a presentation about her BFF was shown. The slideshow started, and after a few slides in, I saw a video of her BFF twerking on a foreigner's lap. She covered my eyes, and I asked why. But then my friend pointed at the back of the video. It was my girlfriend kissing another man. Not just kissing, but he was groping her while he sat on top of her. There you go. Miss Sweet and Innocent waiting till marriage. Uh-huh. They break the rules for the alphas and make the rules for the betas. Right there on video, got her. Goodbye, it's over. I asked when was that video taken, or is it AI? Her BFF said last March. So in context, March was my birth month. She did not attend my birthday party because her BFF scheduled a 2-week trip to Japan. And after that trip, she love-bombed me gifts going to my house to cook and clean. Well, she could have love-bombed you in another way, but then again, you wouldn't want to catch something from her lover in Japan. I stood up and I gave her money for a ride home. Smack! I would not give her a freaking penny. Then she apologized to our friends and for leaving early. I did not look back and just went to my car to leave. Currently, I'm not replying to any of her calls or texts. She even had my family talk to me saying she made a mistake. Every time. Hobag handbook. Every time. And she would manipulate his family. Is his family aware of all the details? I said, I am fine, just thinking, and the ring arrived this Wednesday. And I'm not sure if I want to propose anymore, and I did not tell anybody from her family. Don't you dare. See if you can get some kind of refund or a partial refund or something for your money. This guy's dodging a big one. Think about it. Well, I heard from the friend group chat that my girlfriend or possibly ex is not talking to anyone from the party, and she left afterwards. Right now, her last message was a threat about ending herself if I don't reply. I replied about needing more time to think. Am I the a-hole? Smack! No, you're not the a-hole, bro. That's the one. That is the newest trick in the book, if you will. Threatening to end yourself if you won't talk to her. She cheats on you on vacation. All that. And might I add, there's going to be more details in a moment, guys. And he walks away from her, wants to end it with her. And he's the bad guy here, made a mistake, and now she's threatening to end herself. No, I would call her family. I'd call the police for a wellness check, and that's it. Now on to the update to see what happens here. He says, so this update is the update to my last post. So as a recap, my friends show a photo and videos from my ex cheating on me in Japan during a girls trip on my birth month. Last March, you can read my profile, blah, blah, blah. Well, earlier today, she went to my house with her parents and dropped a bomb. She is pregnant. And her parents were so happy that, according to them, they will have their first grandbaby. Hey, soon to be not my in-laws, whose baby do you think that is? I then asked my ex if she didn't tell them. Her parents told them what? Of course she didn't tell them. Well, I told her parents everything, from her telling me to wait till marriage to the time she cheated in Japan, and how her friend showed me her affair and her threats of ending herself. Her mom started being hysterical. She has told me that I was lying and asked that if I wasn't the father, then who was? I told them to ask her, but then she doubled down and said that I was the only one that she slept with. What a little snake. What, does she think she's going to keep saying it? Like the Jedi mind trick, you're just going to be like, and agree with her? I said, we never had sex and that I am not the father. I asked how many months was the baby in her womb, and she said 5 months, almost 6. Holy crap, all that time. I want to know, how can he not tell? I mean, here come the sirens. It's been a while. 5 to 6 months, I mean, she should be really showing at this point. I told them that she got pregnant in March, the month that she went to Japan, and I felt bad for the looks that her parents gave her. They looked disappointed at her and ashamed. Well, I can imagine. Her father then stood up and asked her who was the real father, and she kept telling him it was me, until her mother looked at her and said stop digging a bigger hole. She said she didn't know, and even said it was a one-time thing and is a virgin before and after she went to Japan. How is she a virgin after Japan, after she was cheating on him in Japan? Unless, in addition to her cheating on him in Japan on the girls' trip, she was cheating also and got pregnant afterwards. But then again, if she got pregnant in March, it's been 5 to 6 months, because you do the math here, and this is recent, then obviously it happened in Japan, or somewhere to and from Japan. But she keeps making out to be that this guy is, Well, my brother finally had enough and said, who in the world was she joking? Who in the world was she joking? And are the wise men returning? She told us it was the truth and started spouting out nonsense and told me it was the truth. She's losing it, or she's pretending to lose it to get pity. I just told her to get a DNA test, and she told me sure, and she walked away. Her dad just sighed and apologized for his daughter. Her mom looked at me and said to me that she believes me and she will talk to her daughter. I just said I know that the kid is not mine, so I'm not afraid, and they said they believe me and will not ask to support the child during the pregnancy. They just want me to relax and look for some DNA testing clinics. I said I will, and they said that if the kid is not mine, they will reimburse me the cash that is needed. Well, that was very nice that they said that. Obviously, this guy is an upstanding guy, and they realize their daughter is a complete asshole, because a lot of parents wouldn't behave in this way. But he's still going to do the DNA test just to settle things, and I'm glad they said they'd reimburse him, and I believe they would. It says, right now I'm researching about DNA testing clinics here in the Philippines, and if it's possible for it to be done before the child is born. However, my ex posted something about deadbeat fathers, and how some parents will believe others, but not their own daughter. Again, am I the a-hole? Smack! Again, a smack. No, you're not the a-hole. It's amazing to me how great actresses they can be, and when they decide to start a lie, they will not back down. And you can see it here. She just will not stop the lie. She's sticking to the story. And she has to post the deadbeat father crap on social media to get a bunch of pity. What an asshole. And I guarantee you, they'll do the DNA test and prove the baby is not his. And still, she'll say, nope, it's his. The test was wrong. Or I'm still a virgin, even though she's pregnant, right? Unless she thinks it's, divine from the Lord. Now a couple little mini updates here. One that's quite crazy. This guy says, we just had a contract signing about the reimbursement and paid the down payment of 5,000 pesos. The test will happen on Thursday, and we'll get the results in 1 to 2 weeks. Sorry for not replying to everyone. I'm glad he got them to sign a contract to reimburse him. And the last update, and here we go. He says there will be no DNA test tomorrow or ever again. She OD'd on vitamin C, and I don't know how much, but her mom said that she opened 3 boxes. I did not ask for more information, and the baby is now dead. She's now in the hospital, and I think I need to step away from Reddit. Thanks to everyone for the support. Goodbye, everyone. That little freaking piece of shit. She took all the vitamin C's, and she's alive, but kill the baby. That's terrible. Oh my God. But anyhow, guys, there you go. I mean, girls trips, not a good idea. Long distance thing, not a good idea. An example of making the rules for the betas, breaking them for the alphas. Lord knows how many guys she's been with on that trip alone, and all this time here. So guys, if you're with your girlfriend and you're not a religious guy, because some guys are religious, they want to wait till marriage. That's your business. But if you're not a religious guy and you simply are just playing her game to wait till marriage and you want to get it on, end it. Walk away, because the odds are, guess what? She's getting it someplace else. But anyhow, I'm glad this guy didn't get hooked with the baby and all that.